What is going on, Knicks Nation? That is now 7 straight victories for the New York Knicks as they go into Charlotte shorthanded, and they beat the Charlotte Hornets by a final score of 113 to 92. And look, simply continuing to take care of business. They are 13-2 in the month of January. You know, before the game, we had the news that OG Anunoby, his elbow inflammation was acting up, so he was a late scratch in this game. The Knicks are dealing with a lot of injuries this season. Randle's been down. We got some good Julius Randle news earlier in the day that he will be out weeks and not months, but still not 100% sure on that, but they'll announce it later on in the week. But tonight's game, just taking care of business. Charlotte Hornets are one of the worst teams in the NBA, and the Knicks coming in with Jalen Brunson. And, the guys stepped it up tonight, man. Brunson with 32. You even had Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo with 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Josh Hart, 8 points, 12 rebounds tonight, 7 assists for Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson, 32 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 13 of 24 from the field. Just getting it done. Hartenstein only played 16 minutes. That's now back-to-back games where Hartenstein has only played 16 minutes, just starting to get him, eased in the game action from his injury. And look, we're rolling. Hottest team in the NBA right now, 13-2 in the month of January. Big Task says, Big Task, what's going on? Dame, what's going on in the chat? Hornets, fourth worst team in the league. We missing 60% of our starting lineup. We got to be just fine now. Yeah, the fourth worst team in the league. They're one of the worst teams in the league. And, it started off kind of iffy, obviously with Anunoby out in the to start the game, late scratch. It kind of, the offense took a while to get going there. And it got going in the third quarter. 44-point third quarter for the New York Knicks tonight. Brunson now with 18 30-point games this season. Last year, he only had 17 30-point games. He's getting better. Jalen Brunson is getting better, believe it or not. So, yeah, that's 7 in a row. Look, guys, I mean, with all of these injuries, now that we have to worry about Anunoby, but I don't think that's anything serious. Look, the season is a marathon and not a sprint. But the third quarter tonight really, really shut the door on the Hornets. I mean, we sent them home. We sent them home in the third quarter. Their coach got ejected. They were frustrated, and we just continue winning. We just continue our winning ways. And right now, we just have to worry about injuries. We have a back-to-back tomorrow against Utah, and we just have to keep on chucking. Keep on chucking. Lynette says Knicks continue to impress despite their setbacks. Go Knicks. What's going on, Lynette? Yeah. Look, now we have Mitchell Robinson injury, obviously, a couple of months back, really set us, really was the first domino to fall. Then we had the Julius Randle. Now we have the Julius Randle to deal with, and I'm hoping that this OG Anunoby injury isn't serious, but I'm sure it's not serious. He was out there warming up, and I think MSG showed footage of him, kind of wincing when he was shooting the ball. So I don't even know if he's going to play tomorrow. I doubt it, but hey, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Big Task says, bro, the Knicks weren't even trying. They were trying, that third quarter they were trying, Big Task. They were trying, 44-point third quarter tonight. Come on, man. You got to try to score 44 points in the third quarter. And look, got some, and then the bench stepped up tonight. You had even Miles McBride had a great stretch there. Got the steal, then he had a 3 in the third, what was that, the third quarter, right? Or the third quarter, I believe. Miles McBride came in, and his 3-point shot it's improved this year. It really has improved. So shout out to Deuce. Jericho Sims, 24 minutes tonight, 7 boards for Jericho Sims. Quentin Grimes, kind of, inefficient game from him on the offensive end. But we did what we had to do. We did what we had to do. beat the Charlotte Hornets, and what are they, like a half a game back of Philadelphia for the 3rd seed, if I'm not mistaken? Let me just pull up the standings really quick. Yeah. The New York Knicks are 30-17. The Philadelphia 76ers are 29-15. The Knicks are a half game back of Philadelphia for that 3rd spot. It's doable. But look, this is what great teams do. We're shorthanded, go on the road, OG Anunoby late scratch, led by our warrior, Jalen Brunson, taking care of business. The bench played well. DiVincenzo, I don't know what it is about Charlotte, because he's absolutely awesome versus Charlotte Hornets. DiVincenzo with a great night tonight. Josh Hart with a complete game tonight. And Precious now has, over these last couple of weeks, has improved his game. He really has improved his game. So this is what great teams do. We take care of business. That is 7 straight victories for the New York Knicks. And look, I mean, now we just have to worry about these injuries. You know, but the season is not, it's a marathon, right? We get the guys healthy. All-Star break is coming up here. Brunson and Randall should really be announced to be an All-Star on Thursday. But yeah, now we just have to worry about the health of the squad. Vegan in the chat, we just cold-blooded, ice in the veins. Look, the proof is in the pudding. 30-17 on the season. I mean, they're 8-2 in their last 10, 13-2 in their last 15 games. And Brunson, in that 3rd quarter tonight, had 15 points and 4 assists in the 3rd quarter. So it seemed like during halftime, that's when the guys were like, all right, let's this game shouldn't be a 1-point game. This game should not be a one-point game. Let's take care of business. Let's knock them out, and let's go back home, winning 7 straight. And we did it. We got it done. Lynette says some things happen so we can evaluate who can step up and who can't. Dibs has to be feeling good. I love when Tom Thibodeau especially is like smiling a lot, like he is, and smiling there in the 4th quarter. Look, I mean, the vibes are absolutely immaculate right now. I mean, the coaches, Tom Thibodeau, since he has been the New York Knicks coach, has simply changed the culture, and back-to-back seasons now of pretty much great Knicks basketball that we're witnessing. Last season, we had a huge stretch like this that we're having right now. I think it was 8 or 9 game winning streak, 7 game winning streak now. We have a chance to make it 8 tomorrow in Madison Square Garden. Let's do it. Let's do it. And who's to say the 3rd seed? Look, the 3rd seed is right there for us. The 3rd seed is right there for us. And the way JB is playing, the way, DiVincenzo has played in the starting lineup, the way OG has played, I know he was scratched tonight. Chemistry is forming with the guys. Randall, I mean, that's why the injuries have come at such like a, I don't want to say a bad time, but, just when the guys were starting to form some type of chemistry, it's unfortunate that Randall had to go down, but hey, we got plenty of time to get his shoulder right. And we will, because look at I think we have eight games in Madison Square Garden next. Let me just see the schedule really quick. Yeah, so we're home in Madison Square Garden tomorrow versus Utah. Then it's versus Indiana. Then it's versus the Lakers, versus Memphis, versus Dallas, versus Indiana. And then we go on a little road trip at Houston, at Orlando, at Philly. So we're home for the next 2 weeks. So that is great for Julius Randle, obviously. And then we have the All-Star break sprinkled in there. And hopefully, Randle can rehab his shoulder, get right. Once again, it's a marathon and not a sprint, because 30-17, damn, 30-17. Knicks 100 GM, how about that Precious? As Clyde Frazier says, he's so precious. Precious stepped up tonight, had to come in and start. I don't think he was starting before the Anunoby got ruled out. So Precious came in, and look, couple of weeks now, Precious Achiuwa has come in and absolutely he's held down the fort. He's held down the fort, and he has held his own. So it was a rough couple of first games for him. I mean, he had a little bit of a butterfinger problem, sort of looking like a Nerlens Noel out there. But he has turned the corner, and Precious Achiuwa 33 minutes tonight, even hit a 3. I mean, he's not shooting the three at a high percentage this year, but he can stretch the floor when he wants to. 9 points, 5 rebounds for Precious, 1-1 from 3, 6 field goal attempts. Just getting it done. Just knowing your role. Knowing your role, beating the teams you're supposed to beat. I think we are now, 20-0 against teams under 500 this year. Taking care of business. Those are the signs of a great NBA team. Those are the signs of a great NBA team. And the New York Knicks are a great NBA team at this moment. And I'm hoping for a deep playoff portion. I think we're going to get it. Vega says, who won that trade? Look, man, look at the record. But, hey, I mean, look, Toronto's blowing it up. But right now, I would say, obviously, we won the trade. Obviously, Anunoby has been such an amazing acquisition for this team, fit like a glove. And I'm excited to see him actually with Jalen Brunson with these few weeks that Julius Randle has been out. But now we have to worry about the Anunoby elbow. But I don't think it's that serious. I just think that due to the opponent, Charlotte Hornets, Anunoby's elbow was kind of barking. They were like, you know what, let's just give him a day, maybe 2 days. Maybe he doesn't play tomorrow and just go from there. Because at this moment, what we want now is healthy. We want guys to be healthy. If they have nagging injuries, we don't want these things to linger at all. We don't want these things to linger. So Julius Randle, do not come back until you're 100% healthy. Anunoby, he's been flexing this right elbow for about 2 weeks now. On the bench, he's been flexing it. Little observations I've noticed. He has a bunch of tape on his right arm. So this has been bothering him, and he's been playing through it. And boy, has he been playing awesome. So it hasn't really been affecting him. It hasn't shown in the box score. But during these last couple of weeks, he's been flexing his right elbow. I guess tonight they were just like, let's just take it easy. Let's play it safe. And let's not push it. And I agree. I absolutely agree. And I wouldn't be shocked if OG Anunoby is not playing tomorrow. And look, just get healthy right now. Just get healthy. But guys are stepping up. Grimes, McBride. Look, with the way McBride has been playing, it's come out now from Ian Begley that the Knicks may just stay pat at the deadline. Obviously, it depends on, the second and third opinions that Randall gets this coming week. But look, McBride, man. Deuce McBride has played his ass off and he's a sniper. I mean, send Deuce McBride to the 3-point contest. Definitely send Dante DiVincenzo to the NBA 3-point. Dante DiVincenzo attempted 15 threes tonight. Wow. I'm just looking at this. 15 threes he attempted tonight. 5-15. He was chucking it. And look, he was making it. 28 points plus 24. Send Dante to the 3-point contest. Send Deuce to the 3-point contest. Brunson, send him to the All-Star game. He's definitely going to be an All-Star. And guys, man, we got a squad on our team. We have a squad. Knicks 100 GM. We get Herb Jones. It's over. Herb Jones is that missing piece. Missing piece. Herb Jones. Knicks 100 GM. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Vegan says, beat the teams people think we shouldn't and punish the other teams. NBA is big mad. You know what? I tweeted on X, and I said Knicks were up. Then it went up, 25 points in that third quarter. And I had a Nets fan reply to me saying it's the Hornets. Okay. I mean, what about the Nuggets? What about the Heat? What about Philly? Those games don't count. But now that we're playing the Hornets, you want to come out and say, oh, it's the Hornets. We play who's on our schedule, and we've had one of the crappiest schedules in the NBA. So don't get out of there with that mess in my mentions, please. I mean, if you've been watching Knicks basketball all season long, you've known that this is nothing new. They've absolutely been playing like this since the trade, and they've looked like a totally different team. So Vega says the big Ragu averages 10 a game. With OG Anunoby out tonight, I was interested to see who would pick up the scoring, and it was Dante. This is now back-to-back games in Charlotte where he has scored above 25 points. He absolutely loves playing in Charlotte. I don't know what it is, but 28 points. Does that match a career high for Dante? I think that matches his career high, or is that is a career high? If you guys don't want to chat, just let me know. But yeah, I mean, all season Dante has been amazing for us, shooting about 40% from three, 50% from corner threes, and it's just great to have makers on the squad. In years prior, it was so tough for us to put the ball in the basket behind the 3-point arc, and we signed Dante, and all season long, Dante has just been absolutely incredible. And look, I don't want to brush over Josh Hart here, because look, Josh Hart has taken a lot of heat from Knicks fans this season, and over these last couple of weeks, Hart has actually put together a sneaky. He's looked like Josh Hart, He's facilitating the fast breaks. He's grabbing the rebounds. 12 rebounds tonight, 7 assists. Don't really need Josh Hart to score. He's actually had a bad shooting season. I think he's shooting like 31% from three, but shout out to Hart, man. Shout out to Josh Hart, and just shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to the whole squad. We back at it tomorrow versus Utah. Brunson, look, will Brunson be the next player to drop 70-plus points? It seems like everyone's doing it nowadays. Now that his usage is going to go up, he attempted 24 shots tonight. I mean, look, what more can I say about JB? 17 30-point games this season. No, 18 30-point games this season. Only 17 last season. He is getting better and better. This Knicks team is great. Oh, Big Ragu 38. Yeah, that was this year. Yeah, there we go. I thought it was 28, 38. I got it mixed up. Thanks, Vegan, for that. But, yeah, I mean, next up is Utah on the schedule. We're going for 8 in a row. So I can come on here and count my fingers 8 in a row. We're going for 8 in a row to match last year. And we'll get it done. Get healthy. Everyone needs to get healthy. Back in MSG for about 2 weeks, and we have the trade. Then we have the trade deadline coming up. We'll see if the Knicks decide to make a small move, or they tinker in the buyout market, or if they just leave the team the same. Go with Deuce. Go with Miles. He has thoroughly impressed. We just gotta wait and see. But the New York Knicks are absolutely rolling at this moment. 7 straight victories for the squad, and I want 8. And I want 9, and I want 10, and I think we're going to get it. And we're catching you, Philly. Half a game behind the Philadelphia 76ers. Everyone just needs to get healthy. Anunoby, rest up his elbow. Randall, praying for you. Every Knicks Nation is praying for Julius Randle. And then go on into the playoffs, and we'll just see what happens. But right now, we're rolling. Simply incredible game for the squad. A couple of things I wanted to say about this game. That third quarter, I said the third quarter. Yeah. Okay, so we have a 44-point third quarter. Just going through my notes that I wrote about this game. Knicks in the third quarter. Get this. The Knicks in the third quarter, they shot 17 of 21 from the field. 17 of 21 from the field in that third quarter, leading them to a 44-point third quarter. And they outscored the Hornets by 20 points in that third quarter. They only missed 4 shots in that third quarter. Look, man, when you're playing teams like Charlotte, when you're playing these dregs of the NBA, you got to take care of business, man. You got to blow them out. And this has not been the first time the Knicks have done this year, and it's not going to be the last. I'll tell you that, man. We're on a mission. We're on a serious mission, and it's looking bright, man. Everyone just needs to get healthy in the season. Look, guys, I mean, this year just feels different, right? Like, this year has just felt different. Since we acquired Anunoby, this year has just felt like watching this Knicks team, like the camaraderie, I can't even speak, the camaraderie, the chemistry from the squad. And that's why the Randall injury was such like a Debbie Downer. But we got great news out of that today, and we just have to, hope for the best for that. It just feels different. It just feels absolutely different, and I'm excited for things to come. So Utah, you are next. Big game out of the squad. Knicks win 113-192, 30-17 on the season. We are 2 games above 500 away from Madison Square Garden. Let's just keep getting it done. All right, I'm out of here, guys. This has been great. Look, I'm back doing these post games a little bit. I kind of like this. I kind of miss doing these post games. So shout out to everyone in the chat. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.